Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to look at some colors that you may not know. I'm sure you know the main colors, blue, red, green, etc. These are variations on that. So the first idea is that there are different shades of color, S-H-A-D-E. You can see in the picture there are 5 different colors that are all part of the same color, blue. Some are dark, some are light. We say they are different shades of blue. So let's look at some different shades of red. This one is called scarlet. Scarlet is also a girl's name. So this picture is of a well-known film star, Scarlett Johansson. Scarlet also used to be the color of the British Army uniforms, but they realized the bright color made it very easy for the enemy to find them, so they changed to a brown uniform. Another shade of red, crimson, very rich, deep, almost purple red. This was originally the color of a dye made for dyeing cloth different colors. The dye was made from dead insects. Another shade of red, postbox red. So you see the picture there. Britain was the first country to have a system where you could send a letter by putting a stamp on it. And to send it, you put it in a postbox like the one in the photo. And they were all a bright red color. So that became postbox red. You could tell who was the king or the queen when each postbox was put in place. The tall one has ER written on it, E for Queen Elizabeth, who died recently. And the small one on the left has GR, G for George, who was her father. The R is a word that means king or queen. Okay, let's look at some different shades of purple. The first one, magenta, or magenta, doesn't matter which way you say it. Sometimes described as halfway between red and blue. This one, royal purple, a color often worn by kings or queens, very dark and rich color. Violet. Violet is named after a flower, which you can see the picture of the flower on the right. It's also the darkest color in the rainbow. Okay, some more different shades of blue. Royal blue. And navy blue, or just navy. So many times you will just say, oh, that's navy color, not it's navy blue color. Sky blue. That's fairly obvious. And azure, which is a darker, stronger blue. Some shades of green. Lime green, named after the fruit, the lime. Emerald green, which is named after the precious stone, which is like a green ruby. Mint green, named after the mint, like in peppermint, which is a herb. Some more shades of green. For Muslims, the dark green color is the color of paradise, and it's in many flags of Muslim nations. So the Indian flag has a green stripe at the bottom. Pakistan green is the color of the green in the Pakistan flag. Very dark green. Different shades of green still. So olive green. This is named after a fruit. Olive is the fruit of a tree. It's very bitter and very oily. And the fruit is used to make cooking oil. It's very healthy compared with other cooking oils, and it's used a lot in Italian food. Now gray, different shades of gray. Battleship gray. You can see the picture at the bottom right of the battleship. Warships are painted this color because it makes them hard for the enemy to see them. This color is also called ash gray or charcoal gray because it looks like the ashes from a fire. And there you have a picture of charcoal gray on a cement wall. You can see a little bit of cement texture there. Gray is famous as a color where it's hard to recognize the different shades. They look almost the same. And this problem is the cause of a phrase which is called shades of gray. So an example of using this in English would be, we are getting into very fine shades of gray, meaning we are trying too hard to analyze this situation. We are searching for very small differences. There's also a American 2015 movie called 50 Shades of Grey. I would give you the link to the movie, but I think I would get into trouble because some parts of the movie are very sexy. We can, of course, use the words light and dark for most colors, meaning not so strong, light, or strong, dark. You can also use the words pastel, P-A-S-T-E-L, and bold. Pastel comes from painting pictures with water-based paints. And to make the colors, you start with a powder and add water. The more water you add, the weaker the color. So pastel colors look very watery. Bold is the opposite, where you don't add much water to the powder. So you can see here's a pastel painting of the sky. The colors are very weak. And here's a bold watercolor painting where the colors are much stronger. Other words for weak colors include washed out. This means it looks like a t-shirt that has been washed many times and the color has faded, become weaker. And there is a phrase, wishy-washy, very informal phrase. It originally meant not having much color, but its meaning is now wider. It means being indecisive, something that falls between different choices. It's not one thing or the other. So, for example, the students gave very wishy-washy answers to the exam question. It means they didn't really know what they were writing about. Colors are also used for different political parties. So green is used almost everywhere for parties supporting the environment. Red is used for communists or socialists or parties that support workers and the parties on the left. And blue is used for parties that support business on the right. But the Americans do it differently. They use blue for Democrats who are on the left and red for Republicans on the right. There are many short rhymes in English that you give to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and they start with the lines, roses are red, violets are blue. So we're going to look at a few examples of those. Roses are red, violets are blue. If you love me, I will be true. Roses are red, violets are blue. Oh, how I wish I'd married you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'll marry you if you'll say I do. So here's an activity you can do. Make up your own poem starting with these two lines. Roses are red, violets are blue. So it should rhyme, so the very last word on the fourth line should rhyme with blue. Here's some more examples. Roses are red, violets are blue. I love you so much, no wawaku. Roses are red, violets are blue. Do you like Sprite or Morning Dew? Roses are red, violets are blue. Don't forget me. I won't forget you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't want to wake up when I dream about you. Roses are red, violets are blue. But you look like a monkey. You belong in a zoo. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't want to live in the world without you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm 23, but you're 42. Roses are red, violets are blue. I have a crush, but it is not you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I have a crush, but I don't know who. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'll be the bean, you be bamboo. The bean wraps itself around and round the bamboo. That one came from a student. Roses are red, violets are blue. I don't love you, I love Chez Malatu. Roses are red, violets are blue. You're 80 kgs and I'm 62. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my crush, but I can't tell you. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are my crush, but you found someone new. Roses are red, violets are blue. You say it's forever, but I'm just passing through. And this is the end, my friend. See you next time.